What up? What up, man? We're gonna go ahead and get in topic of conversation here, man. We're gonna talk about Joe Haden. He actually came on the 92.3 fan Cleveland radio station and their podcast, talking about the difference really between Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. We know this Sunday the Cleveland Browns going to be playing against the New England Patriots, and we're going to listen to what Joe Haden had to say about Dillon Gabriel. And we're going to see, man. Y'all let me know and drop in the comments, man, on this live stream to tell me who do you think is going to win this game between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. Let me know your comments in the comment section below, and let's get into it.
Browns legend, former Browns cornerback Joe Haden joins us now. Joe, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me, guys. How you doing?
We're doing all right here. We were actually talking at the start of the show where I think we were surprised at kind of the lack of buzz on this Patriots game. I think some Browns fans think this is a huge uphill battle. I don't know about you, Joe. I think JP and I both see this as a very winnable game on Sunday.
I think honestly, I may be on the fan side. I mean, I think it's going to be a tough one. I know we can do it, any given Sunday with the defense that we have. But offensively on that, I just want to, I don't know.
Where do you see the challenges offensively? Is it just Dillon Gabriel?
It's Dillon Gabriel. It's the running game, obviously, and it's the play calling. If we throw the ball 52 times, it's just the throwing the ball past 10 yards. I need to see it opened up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to throw it on time, throw it on.
He's absolutely telling the truth. That's spot on, man. He is not lying, not even a little bit. For you to throw the ball 52 times and to not have much passing yards for every passing attempt, it's not even going over 10 yards. You're not a threat. You're not a threat as a quarterback, and you're doing your team a disservice. Yes, you need to run the ball because, yes, you need to keep the defense honest. But at the same time, you have to score points on the board. How are you going to score points? You want to take advantage of the running game that you have by being a threat in the air, keeping the defense honest. Because if you have any type of arsenal that is effective where you can throw the deep ball from time to time, you have a decent offense, and then you're going to give your team the best opportunity to win the game. Because at the end of the day, it's about who has more points on the scoreboard.
Time, but I just need to see just the dump offs, the check downs. I love that he's not turning over the ball. That's amazing. But I need just more plays to be made, like a little bit more down the field. Obviously, that's not going to lead it. Running, making sure Judkins gets the ball. Heavy dose of Judkins. We don't want him to lead on Dillon Gabriel, but I just want to see a little bit more. Don't miss the open throws. And the team hasn't helped them sometimes with dropping the ball, obviously. But I just want to see him look. Make some plays, make some big plays for us.
So I was pretty hot after the Miami game because of the two touchdowns that were there that Dillon either the one he didn't see and the other he actually just ran for 4 yards instead of throwing to Quinshawn down the field. And so I was pretty hard on Dillon's performance in spite of the 31-6 win. But if we go big picture, 3 games in, what's your perception of Dillon as an NFL quarterback?
I think that he is an NFL quarterback, and that's why I think that he's still been able to be the starting quarterback. I love that he doesn't turn the ball over. I love that he makes good decisions. He makes very smart decisions. He's not just lackadaisical with the ball. He protects the football, and I love that. I just think that there's some plays that he needs to be throwing the ball on time. Some plays that, like you said, that play in the end zone, he was premeditated to throw it there. It's an obvious boom. If those guys run into each other, boom, it's wide open for a touchdown pass to Judkins. Like those little simple things, I'm like, I understand you're not turning the ball over, but there's situations where you're not helping the team, where you're not helping us, where those are just simple, boom, like I'm not asking you to do too much. You can make that play. So just things like that. I think he's performed good, but I think giving him a couple more games and continuing to, now he's playing versus this Patriots team that's a really good team. Our defense needs to perform well, turn it over.
I will say this. He said he has performed good. Are you saying that Dillon Gabriel has performed good in his starts as a QB1 based off on him not turning the ball over? That's your preface? Because let's be real, anybody, when you're a professional athlete, you are an elite athlete on this level. You're considered one of the best football players in the world. So when you're doing simple check downs and just throwing the ball horizontally to a tight end or to a running back or to a wide receiver that's only like 3 or 4 yards, what's good about that? When we have seen that he has overthrown wide receivers, tight end. He is not accurate when he's having to move out of the pocket. He's not accurate when he's having to throw the ball on the run. So what are we talking about here? He hasn't shown, from my perspective, from my 2 eyes that I have, he hasn't shown me that he is a capable quarterback to take this team and lead them to score touchdowns. Better yet, to be a franchise quarterback.
Give him the ball, and they need to, do the same thing. I'm not mad at what they did, but playing against the Dolphins, the weather was bad. The defense put them in great field position, so he did what he had to do. He managed. He handed off to Judkins. We did a wildcat for us to get the couple of those touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So he hasn't hurt us, but at the same time, he hasn't helped us too much. But I've given him the opportunity of what I would want to see moving forward for him to, develop and do a little better.
Joe, have you seen anything that leads you to believe Dillon can be a starter in the NFL?
From what I've seen, no. I mean, I think he can be a guy. I think he's worth being on a roster for sure. There's plenty of good, but I don't think he's not a franchise guy. Like, I don't think he showed me ability to be a franchise quarterback. Not yet, not to date. I'm still giving him the more opportunity. He's only started 3 games, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, he hasn't turned the ball over, but he hasn't thrown these they hasn't done too much either. So
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Come on home to the truth. Let's don't fabricate on what is going on, because he has not shown at all that he is a franchise quarterback, yet alone to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Come on, man. He's not shown that. Just look at his game. We're not make believing on what I am talking out of my mouth. I watched the game. I've watched every game. He struggles. He cannot see over defenders. He cannot see over the defensive line. He struggles. He does the patty cake with the feet, and he's not accurate with the football.
I think he can be a starter, but I don't think he's a franchise quarterback, and that's not a shot, because there's not too many guys that are really those dudes that are worth making $60 million a year.
How big of a week is this for Stefanski to at least maybe get in some back of the good graces of the fan base back in some capacity?
I think it's a big week. I think that the defense has been playing well. The offense, I think they, just maintaining, making sure that the defense just keeps doing what they have to do, but showing us some sort of points, showing us some sort of like running game. Obviously, let's get Judkins going. I love what he's doing, but some sort of passing game relevance, like some sort of thing that we can hit shots down the field. And sometimes that he did when we were playing the Steelers, they've dropped passes that Dillon Gabriel was thrown. I'm not here to bash him at all, but just we need to make those plays. If they're dropping the ball, other guys need to be in to catch it. There's, what have you done for me lately? I need to be able to see plays made. So I think Coach Stefanski, having the offense be able to perform, the defense is going to do what they got to do. But just him having the offense play well, and now versus really doing it on the road versus the Patriots will be really big for him to show the team hasn't backed up, and I'm doing something to make bigger plays on offense.
Joe, we had Ross Tucker, former NFL offensive lineman, now broadcaster, on earlier this week, and we talked about Stefanski versus Vrabel, and he had said he believes that most of the NFL would prefer Stefanski over Vrabel, and he gave a few reasons why. I was surprised. I think Vrabel is one of the best of the best. How do you look at these two coaches, and maybe which one do you think might have the edge over the other?
I think to Stefanski, but I would be more of a Vrabel guy. I just from my personality, I think that he's a really good leader of men and is able to just do things the right way. I'm not saying that Stefanski is, but I've never played for neither one of them. Outside looking in, I'm more of a Vrabel guy.
Yeah, I think we are too. Vrabel's just the ability.
Absolutely. I'm taking the New England coach hands down. And what you're saying, Renee, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Yeah, the Browns do not want Shedeur Sanders. I will say this. I will go as far as to say this. We already know how the owner, Jimmy, feels. We already know that. We already know how Kevin Stefanski feels. I mean, we have a head coach. He can mention Dillon Gabriel name all the time, but when it comes to Shador, the head coach won't even mention his name at all. He won't even say Shador. He won't even say Sanders at all. So what does that tell you? That tells you everything you need to know how much he hates Shador Sanders.
Ability
No,
to
no disrespect.
Yeah, no, it isn't. Vrabel's just at another level, Joe, and I don't think anyone's taking that with any disrespect. What is it about a coach like that, though? We see this with some of these other guys, like Dan Campbell, for instance, guys like that, the true motivators of men. How does that resonate as well as it does?
It's a thing that you can't teach. You can't teach a dude to be leader of men. It's who he is. It's how they personality. And dudes can tell real from fake real fast. And when somebody's genuinely like coaching you up, this is how they believe, and they lead by example. They just practice what they preach. You can tell that, and that's just something that you can't fake. And that's just something that some coaches have and some guys don't.
Joe Haden, Browns cornerback on the Browns legend on the fan hotline here with Nick and Jonathan breaking down Browns Patriots Sunday in Foxborough. So I heard this and I agreed that the Dolphins game was the get right game, right? That's a game you had to get square. You win commanding. That was a fun Sunday. So if the Dolphins game was a get right game, what do you think the Patriots game is about for the Cleveland Browns?
It's about consistency. It's about just doing the right thing continuously, making routine things routinely. You know what I'm saying? Like just showing like that is not, don't be a roller coaster. If that's who we are, that's what we're going to do. Be able to defense, do what you got to do. We had 3 turnovers, was great. You know what I'm saying? Putting the offense in position, special teams, creating turnovers, Bell Pit, the guys hitting, communicating. Nobody's just running scot free. They were able to, we just, Achan made a couple of plays where he was breaking it, making a couple of long runs, but bend but don't break. You know what I'm saying? Not letting them score in the red zone, being strong in the red zone. That's basically just doing that again versus a good team. Miami might not be, they're struggling. The weather was bad. It was hard to throw, all of that. But then doing it again in another stadium the next week. It's not about just showing like crazy ups and hips and valleys. It's just like consistency. This is who we are. This is how we're going to play. Just protect the ball. Let's make a couple of plays if the weather's better. Like when the dude, instead of predetermining where you're throwing it, when that play happens, boom, there's a touchdown pass. You know what I'm saying? Just showing consistent growth, nothing crazy. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just do what you do consistently against a good team. That's all that we're looking for. And they can do that and win, then that's going to keep the fans hype. That's going to keep the players hype. And it's not like it's nothing crazy. It's not like they can't do it, but that's just it's going to be a tall task.
Joe, as a former corner, I want to ask you really about Denzel Ward, but really about the position he's been put in. He's had a couple games, like Justin Jefferson in that game where he didn't look his best, obviously. But they traded Greg Newsome. He was visibly upset by that trade going down. Earlier on in the preseason, you had MJ Emerson get injured, and it's just been a shuffling of the deck as far as the cornerback room is concerned. How hard is that if you're someone like Denzel to play as well as he has throughout all the adversity that has really hit him this year?
Denzel is a great corner, and I think for him, it's tough when you have one of your dudes and you kind of like you build a relationship. But I'm not as I think Tyson Campbell. He's been coming in and just straight off the plane, been able to play really really well, be able to help him out a lot. But I think just having that with Denzel, he's such a good player that I don't think that it's going to affect him as much as it. I don't think we really have to worry about that.
Joe, I know we've talked a lot about Dillon Gabriel. The Browns drafted another quarterback this year, Shedeur Sanders out of Colorado in the 5th round. There's obviously a lot of talk about Shedeur, and there's a lot of noise about Shedeur. How curious or how curious are you to see Shedeur this season in brown and orange?
See, I'm honestly, in my opinion, it's very difficult because you don't want to ever shoot. I want to give Dillon the most perfect opportunity and not trying to knock him at all and give him the opportunity because he hasn't lost the starting job. But with my heart of hearts, I love Shedeur. I think that he's going to be able to bring something special. I think he may be able to. I'm giving Dillon all of his chances, everything that he has to be able to get out there because it's not as bad. He hasn't done anything to not deserve this opportunity. He was drafted before Shedeur. The Browns obviously felt like that he was going to be the guy. So giving him his equal opportunity. But if when we start losing, I just think Shedeur is going to be able to make some of those downfield plays for us and be able to bring some of that energy that the Browns need.
Absolutely. I mean, let's call it for what it is. Okay. Anybody that has common sense, when Shedeur was being talked about when he was at Colorado, nobody was not saying anything about Dillon Gabriel being better than Shedeur Sanders. Nobody had Dillon Gabriel over Shedeur Sanders. Hell, he wasn't even a thought. Shedeur Sanders was. You know the Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter? You do know he has to have a quarterback to get him the ball. Travis Hunter did not throw those touchdown passes to himself. He didn't. So you have to have a good quarterback to be able to get the ball to Travis Hunter. Another thing, let me say this. Shedeur Sanders is taller. Shedeur Sanders is stronger. Shedeur Sanders can read plays better. Shedeur Sanders is more accurate. See, you have to understand is that these false narratives that was out here about Shedeur Sanders, like he needs to be humble and that he needs more studying, he needs to be better prepared. It's a lie. And it's a lie to feed the ego of the Cleveland Browns. It's a lie is because the Cleveland Browns and other NFL teams was putting this false narrative on Shedeur Sanders like he was the problem. No, Shedeur Sanders is not the problem. The NFL is the problem. And to allow that fiasco to go where it did, where no team drafted Shedeur and he went 1 round, he went past 2 rounds, he went past 3 rounds, he went past 4 rounds to the 5th round, the 144th pick. Nah, this is collusion. I'm telling you right now, this is collusion. This was done intentionally to make Shedeur Sanders look like garbage. This was done intentionally by the NFL owners. This was done intentionally. This is my opinion. There are some things that's out there, but this is my opinion. You heard what Eric Dickerson said, the Hall of Famer. He had an inside source. You think Eric Dickerson is lying? You think the inside source that said something to Eric Dickerson about the situation, and Eric Dickerson has said, and this is a credible source, a very credible source. He said it, that the NFL owners colluded together and said that, guess what? We are not going to draft him. We're going to make an example out of Shedeur Sanders.
Do you feel like they should be giving Shedeur any reps in practice? They're going just exclusively all the reps to Dillon.
I mean, obviously they don't want Shedeur to get that opportunity. And I think if you're believing in Dillon Gabriel right now, I think for this next week you can give him all the reps. That's fine. But once it starts getting like a couple of weeks, if the results aren't wins, then we can start splitting a couple of reps. But I can understand why the coach wants to give his first string.
Man, no, Joe. No, Joe. That's a bunch of baloney. No. You see what it sounds like to me is that this dude Joe is trying to be political. He's trying to be political. He's trying to mend the fences. He's trying to be in between. Let me tell you something, man. I don't give a hot damn who disagrees with my opinion. Because you know what? This is my platform. I could say what the hell I want to say. I could believe what the hell I want to believe. If you don't like it, don't watch me. Don't listen to me. At the end of the day, we all know is that Shedeur Sanders should get some of the first team reps. And this is how I know Kevin Stefanski is full of crap, because when Joe Flacco was the starting quarterback, you gave Dillon Gabriel some of the first team reps. And anybody want to believe that crap? What Kevin Stefanski saying is that, you know what, but Joe Flacco is a veteran quarterback. Get the F out of here, man. And Dillon Gabriel is a rookie quarterback, and you still gave him an opportunity to feel comfortable. Kevin Stefanski is Dillon Gabriel's father. And the reason why I keep saying that, and I'm saying this not literally, but I'm saying that he cuddles Dillon Gabriel like a father cuddles his son, like a father loves his son. He protects Dillon Gabriel every chances he get. That's why I call him, he's the father of Dillon Gabriel. Because he wants to make sure that he's going to put Dillon Gabriel in the best position to win as much as possible. It was never no quarterback battle between Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. And if anybody believed that, they're full of it. It was never any type of quarterback competition between Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. It was clearly one-sided. You have a head coach for the Cleveland Browns that can't even mention this man's damn name. Kevin Stefanski treats Shedeur Sanders like the black sheep of the family. He treats him like crap. He doesn't care about Shedeur Sanders. He doesn't care about his mental psyche. He doesn't care about making him feel supported in this situation, making sure that he has a leg up, making sure that he has an opportunity as well. At least show Shedeur Sanders some love. Show that this is a real, true quarterback competition. We're not going to be one-sided. We're not going to show favoritism. But nah, Kevin Stefanski hates Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders deserves to get some of the first, even if you give, damn, man, even if you give him one set of first team reps, you can let Dillon Gabriel get 9. Let me give you an example. If you're getting 15 sets of reps, you can't let Shedeur Sanders get 1 set. So if something happened to the Oopa Loopa, Dillon Gabriel, who are you going to have to go to? You want to just throw Shedeur Sanders out there to the wolves because you don't care about making Shedeur Sanders look good with some opportunity. You want him. You're willing to sink the whole damn ship to save your own ego.
Rookie quarterback, all the looks to be able to give him the most opportunity to succeed out there. And I would expect the same once Shedeur gets in, he's getting all the reps and not Dillon Gabriel getting some of them. I think it should be Shedeur's opportunity to get every single rep with the ones to prepare and be able to go out there and succeed.
Joe, I know you played for both organizations, but just, for this Browns fan right here, can I get a bleep the Steelers out of you?
I don't think that's going to happen, man.
Jonathan, you took him a chance to say it.
It's a bold ask. I don't think it's going to happen.
As the I just got so much respect for Coach T. That's what it is. Like, he's still there. He's still coaching. And
Nick calls him Coach Loti.
Coach Loti. It's more love for the Browns. It's more love for the city of Cleveland, 1,000%. Like, it's Browns till I die. But the F the Steelers, that's Coach Tomlin's spot. They showed me love. They took me in, and I just can't F them.
It's all right, Joe. You said it like 2 times in the answer. We can slice it whatever way we need to.
I'll just take the little part of that, and I'll just play it on my phone whenever I'm feeling blue. Now, I do want to ask.
We got equipment. We can fix this.
Have you ever heard of someone naming their dog or cat after you?
I've definitely heard a dog, and I've heard that I had a kid, a baby.
A baby?
I got 2 Hadens. I got 2 Hadens out there, and I've heard of a dog.
All right. So our producer, Jake Murrin, has a story to share with you about his own dog.
Yeah, what's up, Joe? I was in middle school. This was about, I think, 12 years or so ago. I went to go get a dog with my mom, and we didn't know what to name her. Hours went by, and I just so happened to be wearing my Cleveland Browns Joe Haden jersey that night. My mom sees the back of my jersey and says, boom, let's name her Hayden. And I absolutely loved it, so we did. And she's probably the best dog my family's ever had. We'll be turning about 12 years old this winter. I have tons of pictures of her in my youth-sized Joe Haden jerseys and all. So that's what you mean to me in this city. And like you said, Cleveland till I die, man.
My man, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. That's why I love the land. It's you guys. It's people like you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Honestly.
Look at that.
That's
Joe,
very nice. That dog's still barking. I like that.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said that dog's still barking.
Yeah, look at that.
Let me tell you something, man. At the end of the day, we're going to see another full game on full display of Dillon Gabriel's competence as a QB1. He's already showed me more than a sample size where I can see with the eye test to see that he is not the franchise quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. It is time for Shedeur Sanders to get prepped up by getting some of the first team reps and making sure that he has the best opportunity, because if you set him up for success, you're going to set the team up for success. See, this is the selfishness. If you listen with a third ear, this is the selfishness of Kevin Stefanski. This is the selfishness of the Cleveland Browns organization. Here's the reason why they have struggled for years. It's because they rather suffer with their damn ego than rather making sure you put the best caliber player in the best position to win. Dillon Gabriel is not it. He has shown it time and time again. He is not the right quarterback to take this team to the next level for you to get wins. That Miami Dolphins win was not because of Dillon Gabriel. It had nothing to do with Dillon Gabriel, because what defense is going to do? Miami Dolphins is low on the toilet bowl. And what's going to separate you is when you play decent teams, your offense is very predictable, and they're going to make you look bad and expose you as the horrific coach Kevin Stefanski is. I'm telling you, because look what Joe Flacco is doing over in Cincinnati. Look what he's doing over in Cincinnati. It's because you have a competent coach who knows how to make the right calls. Kevin Stefanski does not know how to make the right calls, because if you believe in Dillon Gabriel so much, why not put Dillon Gabriel in the best position to throw the ball down the field? Throw the ball even over 10 yards. Give me 15 yards. Give me 25 yards off a throw. It's because you don't believe in Dillon Gabriel. You have seen his weak arm. You have seen that he is not competent to make those down the field throws. That's the real issue here. And Kevin Stefanski is so stubborn, like an old man, is that he's willing to sink the whole ship because of his beliefs, because he doesn't want to look like he was wrong all along. And that's the truth. Y'all stay tuned to my next live, man. I'm always going to be posting stories about the Shedeur Sanders situation on my platform. We're going to make sure we're going to have Shedeur Sanders shine, and we're going to be posting these stories and giving you my thoughts and my opinions on Shedeur Sanders and this situation in Cleveland Browns, because at the end of the day, man, if you do not give Shedeur Sanders an opportunity to play football on the field this season, there's a problem. There's a problem. Go ahead and trade him. Go ahead and trade him. You can have Dillon Gabriel. You can have Dillon Gabriel. Let him be the ship, because the ship going to drown anyway. Trade Shedeur Sanders. Give him an opportunity someplace else to be able to get those opportunities to shine and to learn effectively, because at the Cleveland Browns organization, they are lost. Y'all blind. Y'all delusional. And y'all belong in the crazy house with straight jackets, because y'all don't have no idea on this earth what the hell you're doing. That's all I got for you folks. Stay tuned to the next live video later on today.